We start off by making a new world and going into it. And I disabled friendly fire so my girlfriend can't.
I would try. I try.
No, you really don't.
I don't.
And then I collected a tree. I saw that Goblin had joined, so I finished the tree that I was on. It was important that I find Goblin quickly before they cause mischief. It can cause a lot of problems when left unattended. The cave was the next important part of the Minecraft playthrough. I had never beaten the Ender Dragon before, and I wanted to try to do it without dying. Which is gonna be really hard, because, well, you'll see. I got enough stone to make basic tools for myself and for the Goblin, because I don't need to justify this. Coal! I found coal! It's important, because now you guys aren't going to be in the dark. I made torches, then we started having connectivity issues. And she's back. We continued looking for more coal. You can never get enough coal in this early part of the game. You just gotta get that coal. You know, I was a child in the Victorian era. I just couldn't get enough of it. Then I decided to pack up camp and get some more wood. And Goblin left again for some reason and was back again. We're gonna have a lot of issues like that. It just happens. Since I noticed it was getting dark, I decided to make cave camp. Dump all my stuff in it. I usually spend the first night mining, as it's a good way to get resources and avoid getting killed. I got some more coal. And then I encountered this pocket of water, which I cleverly built a little tube through so that we could just keep digging straight down in the same direction. I thought that was pretty smart of myself. And then Goblin decided she was just curious, you know, what the cobblestone was. Almost drowned me. But that's fine. I kept digging, and we found a giant cave. I threw down one of my torches so I could see what was down there, and it was deep sleep, but also iron. And we needed iron. Started carefully digging around down to try and get down there, and then my pickaxe broke. Goblin tried to throw me hers, and that didn't work, so she told me she didn't have any wood. I went back up. Yeah, so that was a lie. And we kept digging carefully down to try and reach the iron. Once I hit a certain point, I kind of realized that I could bridge across, get some good resources that way, without needing to get all the way down. And Goblin did not wait for me to build a bridge. So I started collecting iron, while Goblin went off on an adventure fighting monsters, and yeah, that worked worked out really well for them. I saw all of her stuff down there, but I was really low on saturation and did not have the gall to go down there. I'm not very good at this game. Yeah, I just left it for her to get. I got back up to camp and smelted our iron, made a bucket, and then made a iron pickaxe. I also made myself an iron axe to defend myself, and I made both me and Goblin shields. Noticed it was daytime, so I packed up our temporary mine and headed out into the light. Once I was outside, I decided it was time to get us some food. I went on a little hunting trip. And after I basked in the screams of the innocent, I cooked their flesh. One more scream for good measure. I made us some beds so we could sleep through the night now. Hurt myself on the campfire because who doesn't walk on those things all the time? Got another cow to help us on the journey. Jumped on the campfire again. And then packed up again. I decided to leave the campfire. This is a little marker of where we'd been. I went looking for Goblin again because I had lost her, which is never a good thing to do, considering the kind of things that they can get up to on their own. And gave her food and a shield, because, you know, I provide. We had more connectivity issues while we went on an adventure to find more wood types. We also found some sugarcane and a pillager outpost, which is pretty exciting. One of the easier structures to raid in the game. I tried to place down a bed and Goblin stepped into it, so the bed disappeared. So I put down another bed and we set our spawn points and then raided the pillager outpost. As you can see, I'm not very good at combat. I kind of got myself stuck in a tent. And now I'm freeing the iron golem. Goblin fell there, you can see. There weren't many men to speak of in the tower. So after raiding everything, I went to jump off the side and realized my bucket was empty. So I went down to the bottom and filled my bucket with water. I decided to just release the allay because I felt bad, and then we were off to look for more wood. That chicken deserved it. I saw a beautiful sunset and decided that I would spend the night on this beach. We were gonna go on the ocean for the next bit. So I waited for Goblin to catch up to me on the beach. And then we got in the boat and went sailing. Pretty quickly, we found a ruined nether portal under the waves, which was pretty cool. Found some gold stuff, like gold chest plate and golden leggings with projectile protection. I let Goblin take most of it, including the gapple, because my inventory was full. I just put on the Cursive Binding chest plate, though, because it was better than nothing. And yeah, why not? Professional Minecraft players in the comments will probably tell me this is why I'm, like, not good at the game. We then passed by an ice spikes biome in our little boat. And as we rode around, we saw spruce trees. More wood types are always good, especially spruce. So we chopped them down and got some saplings. Once we had a good amount of saplings, we headed off. I was going to eat, but then Goblin told me they were out of food, so I gave them the rest of my mutton. After some more connectivity issues, we headed back in search of the village that I had glimpsed by spawn. It was a bit of a meandering journey. We came back by the nether portal again. And then we made it to the village. This village had a pretty cool generation with some houses up higher on hills than others. So I'm going to give you guys a tour of it in a bit. The cat texture pack I downloaded wasn't working quite right. First, I decided I would make our village a perfect circle. This house was in the way, so I just mined through it. I did an inventory dump at the center of the village where our main tower is going to be. Goblin then told me there was one of the loots in the village that I really needed to see. And when I went into the house, I found a bunch of emeralds. Sweet find, Goblin. I continued with my construction of the village, creating a slightly oval shape. Well, a cross, but the two of the edges are slightly longer. I sat up on this hill in one of the outer houses, and I took a gander at our beautiful village. My idea for this village is to have several towers around a wall in kind of a circular castle style. And then to have some little houses and things outside with some farms and stuff and other little, like, accoutrements. I'll figure it out as we go. It's a little hard to plan things with Goblin style of building.
I make the building. I put the blocks down and then make shape.
Thank you. I chose a location for our tree farm. After walking out to the designated location, I began planting trees everywhere. Currently, it's a little messy, and we only have 3 tree types, but eventually it will be organized and full. I outlined the walls of our gorgeous village. I'm really excited for this dockside area. Then I began working on our home tower. I outlined the walls with birch, added some spruce pillars, and then I removed the furnace temporarily. Then I decided to go out of the village and deconstruct one of the houses that was in the way of our wall. I don't know why I decided to start this now. It just was satisfying. I removed the roof partway, and then I went to go work on other things. I outlined some stone pillars for our house, and then did another inventory wipe. Then I began working on the auto smelter. I outlined where the hoppers were going to go with spruce, and then I added some cobblestone around the back. I added some andesite inside of our house because I thought it looked nice around the corners. With our iron, I finished my armor set, and then I went to go harvest all the wood that had grown in our tree farm. After replanting the trees, I continued work on our house. I wanted our tower to feel big and homey, but also be villager-proof. This part of the build won't come into effect until later. Much later. For now, I focused on outlining the basic shape. It's annoying having to kick villagers out of our bed every night, but for now, this is home. Thank you so much for watching. This is my first Let's Play, so please leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more content like this. Bye-bye!